Alright, in this lesson, 1-2, is titled Algebraic Expressions. Today we're going to be learning to translate between algebraic expressions and word phrases. As you can see, this table right here demonstrates my operations as well as the word phrases that we would use to go along with those operations. For example, for plus, you're going to see words like plus, add, sum, more than, or increased by. And all of these word phrases over here, a number plus 5, add 5 to a number, sum of a number and 5, 5 more than a number, those are all could be written with this expression right here, n plus 5. Alright, let's take a look at subtraction. All the keywords for subtraction might be minus, subtract, difference, less than, or decreased by. In the expression over here, a number decreased by 11 would be written something like this, x minus 11. Or subtract 11 from a number, that would be x minus 11. And the variables are always interchangeable, meaning this doesn't have to necessarily be x. It could be, that x right there could be n or a or b or whatever you want it to be. Alright, let's move on to multiplication symbol. 3 times, times being my keyword there, multiplied, and product. Those are all keywords of multiplication. Now, if you look at your expression over here, 3m, remember, anytime you have a variable stuck to a number, that means multiply. Like this 3m right here means 3 times m, or 3 times a number, or 3 multiplied by a number, just like it says in our word phrases here. And the last one we have is division. Division is, our keywords for those are going to be divided by, divided into, and quotient. Okay. Now, over here, if you notice this a over 7, that's a fraction form, but remember, a fraction bar means divide. So a over 7 means a divided by 7. Okay, so these expressions we have here, like a number divided by 7, could be represented as a fraction or as an actual division problem. Let's take a look at some of our examples. All right. These examples want us to write an algebraic expression for each word phrase. Alright, letter A says 9 less than number W. 9 less than a number W. So since we're doing less than, it says 9 less than that number. So we're going to have this number, which in this case is W, and we want to do 9 less than that. So it's going to be minus 9. And that would be my algebraic expression right there. Okay? We don't have to sign it, or we don't have to solve it. We just have to figure out the problem. Okay. Letter B says 3 increased by the difference of p and 5. Now, if you look at this, I notice I have the word increased and also the word difference. So I'm going to have 2 different operations in this example. Okay, so I'm going to have 3 increased, meaning I'm going to have 3 plus something. Okay, I'm going to have 3 increased, 3 plus the difference of p and 5. Okay, so I'm going to have the difference of that. That's going to be p minus 5. Now, I'm going to put this in parentheses because the reason why is I want to do this p minus 5 first, because it says 3 increased. I'm going to increase 3 by the difference of these 2 guys right here. So I need to figure those 2 out before I can add 3 to it. Okay? Alright, our next example says the sum of a number h and 88 minus 4. So, again, I notice my keyword here, I have sum, and I also have minus. So right off the bat, I know that I'm going to have a plus and a minus in here. I just need to figure out the order and where they're going to go. Now, the sum of a number h and 88, so that's simply going to be, we add those 2 guys together, so you can do h plus 88. Okay, we get the answer for that. And then we're going to minus 4. Alright, and that would be my answer right there. No need for parentheses on this one because according to our PEMDAS rules, adding and subtracting are the same importance, so we would add these before we would subtract that, so that one is okay. Alright, let's take a look at our final example here. It says the quotient of a number f and 6. Okay, so quotient is my key word there, which we know quotient means divide, so I'm going to have to divide f and 6. Okay, so I'm going to have f over 6. Or I could also say f divided by 6 if you prefer. And that would also be acceptable. Alright, let's move on to the next final slide, I believe. Alright, this one wants us to write a word phrase for the algebraic expression we have underneath here. This is my algebraic expression right here, and I want to write some words for that, just like what we were doing a moment ago, except now in reverse. So this one could say like, maybe 7 plus 19 times b. That would work. You could also say maybe 7 added 2 the product of 19 and b. Anyway, there's several of them you could use for this, but that's just a couple of the examples. Alright, I think that wraps up this lesson. Good luck.